Okay, guys, things are looking pretty bleak right now. I'm down like 200,000 subscribers since the last video over a year ago. Any ideas on how to fix this? The same thing happened to me while I was smoking a lot of weed, dude. Like, I think if you really got super baked, like, figure out how to do your YouTube channel again, dude.
Oy vey. Well, ever since the housing crisis and Gamergate, it seems that the shock value in low-effort videos have gone the way of Bed Bath & Beyond. I suggest you put in a couple of job applications and get out of the YouTube business entirely.
Well, I'm not sure about what the Hollywood comedian or that Pokemon have to do with your question, but I suggest you get back into the YouTube grind set with a video that has mass appeal. I don't really want to, though. Dude, why did you even ask for advice from me if you weren't going to listen in good faith? You know what? Let's just make a new video anyway. Alright, guys. Let's look at some cool video game box art. I want to start with talking about Bubsy in Claws Encountered of the Furred Kind. Now, this box art is pretty good because it's got Bubsy on it. And I like how his teeth all just kind of mold into one. And just the fact that there's a lot of water on screen, even though there's no water in the entire game, which is pretty cool. Yeah, this cover art is pretty good because in trying to look like a video game, it does not look like a video game. So the fact that it looks this horrible actually makes it a really good box art. Alright, next up, we've got Donkey Kong, King of Swing. Now, this box art is pretty good. You know, except that, you know what, let me move this out of the way so you guys can see the riveting gameplay in the background. Anyway, yeah, Donkey Kong King of Swing did a really great job by making sure that the art style looked absolutely nothing like what a Donkey Kong game should look like. And I think that's pretty remarkable, honestly. And yeah, there's like a tornado that has nothing to do with what's going on here. A bunch of cactus that would never grow in the jungle. And yeah, the whole thing just looks like garbage. But because of that, I think it's great. There's something beautiful about making art that's so, like, not what you associate with something that it turns out to be really good. Anyway, I think we should talk about an actually good, like, box art cover. So, how about Cars Mater National Championship? You know, this one they just kind of put Mater on the cover, like a stock image of him. And yeah. Yeah, so he looks pretty cool. These two other cars in the background that I don't know the name of. And then Lightning McQueen, you know, looks pretty cool. He's got a paint job from, you know, near the end of the first movie. He has that paint job. And, yeah. I think this is supposed to be around Carburetor Canyon in the first movie. Really impressed with this. Yeah, it uses a lot of stock material, but I like it. I think it's nice. I think it looks well done, you know? Very impressive. Certainly the best we've seen so far. Next I want to talk about Clay Fighter 63 1/3. So this game came out and it's got Earthworm Jim in it, which I think is really important because most, like, box art covers, they don't really, like, show off the cool stuff in the game. And this one did, which I'm very happy about. You've got Bad Mr. Frosty, which is the character's actual, like, real name in the game. And yeah, there's a lot of fighting in this game because all of them are made out of clay, and I think that's really cool with the 64-bit graphics at the time. And I think it just looks good because it just is, okay? It just is, alright? It just is. God, get over yourself. Anyway, Crash Boom Bang is another banger. Honestly, we've got Crash, Cortex, Coco, and then Crunch Bandicoot, I'm pretty sure is his name. Kind of a dumb name, but you know, whatever. This game came out on the DS. I know it doesn't look like it because it doesn't have like a spine, but it did. Source, dude, trust me. And, you know, this is a mini game collection, but, you know, on the cover we see all this cool stuff like flying and paddle boating and soccer and Angry Birds slingshot, which I think is really cool. We get all this stuff right there on the cover, and you normally don't really get that. You know, you'd be surprised. Most covers don't really show stuff from actually inside the video game, which is important. I'm glad that they did that. Alright, now moving on to Halo ODST, which is really nice cover art. And yeah, I've got nothing more to say about it. It just looks nice. So guys, you know what? I don't actually have any more game box art saved on my computer because WebP files make me want to kill myself. And I'm not going to bother converting any of them for a video. Now, normally, I would end the video with a nice little outro. But you know what? Actually, we're still going to end it with an outro.
I'm going to subscribe.